old wooden furniture, a vine cloned from cuttings last year, and creating some garden art. Have a seat and join us on this episode of The Clumsy Gardener. Hey gang, welcome back. So right here is a young honeysuckle that was cloned from cuttings a few months ago. A fellow gardener gave me about 10 cuttings or so. Of the 10, about 3 rooted, and of the 3, 1 survived. But man, this one is remarkably sturdy. It's now putting out new vines, and it's ready to be migrated. And since it's a climber, I thought it'd be fun to train it to go around something more interesting. So since we've got this old wooden chair that's just been used as a glorified table, for some plants to create some levels and layers in the garden, I'm going to train it around that, and hopefully in a few months we'll have some fragrant flowers adorning a floral throne. Lonicera japonica, aka Japanese honeysuckle, though referred to around these parts as gamgan fa or golden silver honeysuckle. It's a native vine to Eastern Asia. The common name refers to the yellow and white flowers that form on the vine. They start out white, and as they mature, turn yellow. Gamgan fa is used in traditional Chinese medicine, though you can make a simple tea with it. You can always add a bit of sugar or honey to add some sweetness, though the nectar of the flower itself is sweet and attracts a fair amount of wildlife. But there's more to talk about, and well, let's do that back in the garden. Thanks, Josh. So yes, other than the flower, the rest of the plant isn't edible. In fact, it's kind of poisonous, so don't eat it. Alright, let's get cracking and go over the equipment. We've got our chair, the container we want to upgrade the honeysuckle to with soil and drainage rocks in the bottom, and a pair of scissors to cut the twine that will tie loosely around the chair to guide the vines around it. Once the honeysuckle is migrated and the chair in situ, I slide the container under the chair. Once that's ready, I start the training process. Alright, so I'm trying to have each vine go around a different part of the chair. I'm looking for some good coverage. You can see the vines are a little bit red and a little bit fuzzy. It's a sign of its youth. It'll get woody once it gets older. Across the back part, here, I'm hoping to have a vine go across each one. Hopefully, around April time, we'll get some flowers. We're hoping to have the vines go around the backrest and the legs, leaving us with a platform to put other plants, or sit. As the weather warms, the flowers will give way to fruit, little berries that will have seeds. But sadly, this part of the plant is also inedible. Right behind me over there is a vine that often gets mistaken for honeysuckle, the Pyrostegia venusta, sometimes called flame vine or orange trumpet vine, but in Hong Kong we call them firecracker flower or pao zheng fa. We used to try and squeeze the unopened buds, hoping it'd make a pop or crack sound, but no, it's more because of the way it looks is why it's called that around here. Originally from Brazil, it can now be found the world over and cultivated in many gardens. Just thought I'd mention that in case you thought you'd want to make honeysuckle tea with those flowers. Yeah, not that. So there you have it, folks. We'll see how the flowery throne develops over the next few months. I'll have to keep retraining and bending and snipping and tying it, but that's part of the fun of doing something like this. I can also always slide a board underneath so I can move the entire structure if I need to, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Until then, thank you for watching. Take care, happy growing. We'll see you next time.